It's been a violent period in the West Midlands, to say the least. This summer alone, we've already had 11 shootings and a number of high-profile stabbings. I met with a young man who wanted to remain anonymous, and he explained to me why he feels the need to carry a knife.
I feel like in this day and age, in this society we live in at the very moment, I have to carry a knife to protect myself. As I come from obviously a single mother, I don't really have any older brothers or sisters or any cousins or friends I can know who can protect me. So I feel like if I don't carry a knife, I'm in a worse situation, which I would be if I wasn't carrying a knife. Like I said, I don't condone carrying a knife, but at the end of the day, I'd rather carry a knife and if someone comes after me, I can defend myself than be a straight victim.
In June, we saw the fatal stabbing of James Brindley in Aldridge. 2 men have since been charged with murder. There's been a considerable growth in youth violence, and the Police and Crime Commissioner feels there needs to be a focus on initiatives that take kids off the streets.
But you know, you can't arrest your way out of these sort of problems. And if there are young lads, sometimes as young as 12 or 13, are getting involved in some of this violence, we've got to be asking ourselves the question, why is that? What other activity can we be providing? And what new types of hope we can bring into their lives? I'm looking very closely at a mentoring program where we're getting people who are successful, people who are doing well, often quite young people as well, getting them to come into schools and colleges, talking to some of the youngsters.
The University College Birmingham offer a course essentially designed to tackle gangs and violence.
We have individuals on our courses that are parents of young people that have been killed within our city within recent months and years.
Craig, I spoke to a young man earlier who told me that he has to carry a knife for his own protection. I know you deal closely with young people. If one of them was to come to you and say exactly that, what would you say to them?
If you carry a knife at your household, there's a probability that you're going to use it in a confrontation because you feel that you can't fight, you feel that you're going to be scared. And in that particular scenario, unfortunately, there's many young people that we've worked with that say they didn't mean to kill someone, but they did because they had the knife. So my thing is, don't carry the knife in the first place. But the deeper issue is, if I remove the knife or we remove the knife, then what's the issue? That links back to my earlier point, that it's more than just a systematic response. It needs to also be a community response. What are the community doing in order to release those fears?
The reason for the violence, whether it's poverty, misguidance, cuts to youth services, or a combination